So we have version 2.0 of 7 Days to Die coming, right? So just to kind of take a little picture of everything. This is my moat that I was funneling in. It goes underground to that lake to get the water. This kind of goes all around my base. You'll get an idea of it as we go. That's the main entrance to my base. Let's see here. Oops. These are all technically side entrances. That'll bring me up here. It's my scaffolding. Obviously, I didn't get the chance to finish. Well, it's because, according to my wife, I'm a dirty cross gamer. This is my base from the front kind of deal. Um, the squares there are nothing right now. They were just kind of markers so I could mark a size reference to get this fence going, which was going to go around my whole base. In there, actually, is going to, as you can see, I've got a lot of super corn here. That's what all this is, super corn. And a bunch of plots ready to go. This is a water collector, obviously. This was all going to be the pillars across because all those things were going to come attached. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I jiggle it too much?
Everywhere.
Okay.
I couldn't see a single thing that you were talking about. And you need to do that again if you were playing. Because it's making my head hurt.
Fair enough.
Like
So,
you would go, this is the fence, but you never once had like a still shot
of what it looks like.
of what it looked like.
My little pyramid entrance. But yeah, these were supposed to be bridges across
Yeah, to that wall.
to the yeah, to all the edges and stuff. And then this is just kind of what it was going to be. My top area, my scaffolding was going to be my gardening area. Um, we can jump down, boom, and then I have the next floor, which was actually I've got a nice little. Honestly, do I have a? It was going to be a little pool in here if I remember correctly, but I think I need to put some water in. I hadn't done that yet. Damn, that thing closed with a Thor tie. But that's just a little room I created for some safety. Um, it moves on into coming out on the other side there. I was kind of closing this off into sections. Down here into that room.
It is a pleasure to serve.
Oh, Jesus. So this was going to be my kill box. Well, this is going to be like how everything was going to be cordoned off. And this was going to be my kill box right there. My new kill box. I have another. Was I even using a kill box in this one? Or was I just fighting them? No, you know what? I think I was digging most of the time during blood moons. But I was gonna make that area a kill section. It put some blade turrets in there, guns, blah blah. This is gonna be where you can fight through because you can attack through all this stuff. Um, the spikes would disappear afterwards. These were put in because that was the initial layer of my base. And this is where I was initially doing all my blood moons. It was from inside there. Um, at least the ones I fought in. Um, but yeah, and then I was like you saw on the other side there, that really thick stuff. That's kind of how I was gonna do all my this wall around. It's gonna look decorative, and it was gonna be pretty thick and reinforced. Let's see here. What is the best way to get back into my base here? I think I can do this. Hold on. There we go. I mean, it's not meant to do that. I just can't. All right. So that'll bring me back up. That's just a little room for protection. This is into the main original section of the base right here. And if you go all the way around it, you get this little ladder here. This here brings you right back up at the top. As you can see, plenty of lighting. I like my permanent lighting. This is one of my first little crafting rooms. I got food cooker there, you know, a bunch of labeled boxes, the forge. I actually got a, what the hell is that? Two forges? No, it's the same forge. I don't even know what's in that corner. I have something in that corner. Oh no, it's just more of the forge. It's been a while. My cement mixers, you know, another box here. Seeing as how this might be all gone anyways, I'm taking a lot of effort to close things up behind me, but whatever. So now that you've seen the outside bit, this here is the inside bit. One of the kind of the initial thing that started with. That's down towards the mine and underneath. This was the original layer that I did my blood moons from. This is what I was fighting from for the longest time. During the construction of that stuff, I started doing some digging to kill off some blood moons, but as you can tell, I spent a lot of time upgrading things. Put that in there. Some more boxes and stuff, you know, ammo, drugs, stuff like that, you know, good stuff. Then we have the mine. Down we go. Pretty sure I don't even have a headlight on right now, right? Yeah, I don't. So, this is the first layer. Stop off here. Because it's kind of dark in this section. Brings you right into this. Right across to this door. And this, some treasure chests. Interesting little ceiling right here. And then you go up here. Yep, I'm using that for lighting. Come up here, some more treasure chests. Come up here. And voila. We're at the entrance to my base. Alright, hold on a second. Before we finish up with this, even though this is actually way cooler than I remember it being. Okay, so we're going to go down into my mine in my vaults. This is going to have to be recreated in the next run through, but go all the way down. Open this. We have a robot interface. Let me come down this way. Close the door behind us. So, we are entering my vaults. I keep the vault right underneath the base. Structurally, you wouldn't think that'd be too great, but I put a lot of work into what I'm doing here. So this goes south. This is my first entrance path to the south. I don't have lights all the way through this, so we will have to use the night vision a bit. As you can tell, though, there's a little path down this way and this way. That's part of my construction. And then this is my roadway that I'm creating. All the way down to the south kind of deal. Well, that's a lot of traveling that we don't need to show right now. Can I see in here? No, you can't see in here without the light. Alright. Hold on. Let's go back this way. FYI, bedrock. Okay. This is north to crafting, right? Ah, hold on, we'll show that in a second. You can see some stuff in here I do have lit up. There's some side doors and stuff to go through this area that aren't fully upgraded and such. But to kind of show you another, and you'll see some more cut throughs. That's because I was doing some mapping. All these cut throughs. And then once again, you'll see that I have a pathway being made. But let's go back to the crafting. Okay, so this is going to be my little main crafting room underneath the ground. Obviously, I wasn't really doing much yet with it, but 2 cement mixers, 2 forges, workbench, chemistry station, plenty of lighting in here, and it would have stayed that way too. I think this is all the lighting I was going to need. Oh no, I wanted to put something here so I could see the names on these boxes better, but still. Bunch of storage boxes I was doing for the weapons and stuff. This is just the stuff I kind of wanted to keep on me, and for crafting and whatnot. And there's a ton more storage this way, as you can tell. But that is nothing. Okay, so what do we got here? I didn't label that one yet. So if we go this way, we will now show you what the rest of the underneath the base is. And why I have the path-throughs cut open. It's for this. These are solitary rooms with more boxes than I should have here. And a box there, all for wood. That one doesn't seem too full, but, I've got the stack thing going on. Hold on, let's see. Do I have any of these? Nah, I use wood a lot. I just haven't brought it down yet. But that's 5 stacks right there. Same thing for the clay soil. Then we have small stone, the plant fiber. These are part of those cut throughs I was telling you about, well, showing you. These are how the walls are. They're an outside wall with an inside wall with a fence thing that I compare through all the different layers. So even if someone was trying to get in here, let's say, oh, I don't know, other players, they'd have all of this to get through before they even got in here, and then they got to get through this. And yes, my end-game goal was to upgrade all this. And honestly, that is about it. You'd have these doors that'll let you down through the pathways that I started cutting out and everything else. But that is my 7 Days to Die base. Oh, hold on. This way I believe is just another pathway. Yeah, that I hadn't finished. I hadn't started that one at all. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much, and we all look forward to the next update. Peace.